Now, time for Fox Carolina weather. Weather Rate certified most accurate local forecast.
Check out this tornado in Minnesota. Touched down in Otter Tail County last night. Authorities say the tornado killed one person. 2 others were hurt. The National Weather Service still assessing the damage, but it's believed to be an EF3 with winds reaching about 136 miles per hour up to 165.
Yeah, the storm chase videos from that day are just crazy. I mean, some of them getting up so close up, and it's so flat there. It's a little easier for storm chasers to do that and be somewhat safe because you can see what's coming. Here, there's so many trees. You've got different elevations. So it's so hard to storm chase. Luckily, again, we haven't seen anything like that in quite some time, but
it's
amazing to see.
Yeah, it's beautiful, but at the same time,
Right.
it's so scary.
Yeah, beautiful at a distance. You don't want it anywhere near you, that's for sure. Well, we will have a chance of thunderstorms tomorrow, but no chance for anything tornadic, luckily, but we could get a few gusty winds. We had some severe thunderstorms today, and that could be an issue tomorrow with potential again for wind and maybe even some small hail. Had a little bit of that in western North Carolina. This weekend looks just hot and hazy. Temperatures will be warming into the low to mid 90s, pushing 100 degrees for the heat index. Next week looks mostly sunny, not as much rain, but temperatures will stay up there. I mean, you know, it's July. It's what you would expect, but no big relief from the heat coming. Fox Radar 3D is showing the little bit of relief that we did get today from the rain has really started to fizzle out. We're not seeing much else left except for a few light showers around Rabun County. Currently, we're at 81 in Greenville, 73 in Spartanburg, 69 up in Asheville. Oh, we cooled down so fast, especially from Asheville down to Clemson with those storms, but it stayed very warm in the eastern half of the upstate where we didn't get a drop of rain from Greenville to Spartanburg over to Lawrence and Gaffney. Tomorrow morning, we'll wake up to 71. It's going to be very similar to the last few mornings where we'll have some clouds. They'll break up through the morning, so we'll make it to the mid 80s by lunchtime, 92 by late day. And we'll have those storms starting to pop up in the mountains. Upper 60s expected for the morning and then upper 80s by the end of the day. Here's what it's going to feel like. Low 90s for your heat index around the Asheville, Hendersonville areas. Mid 90s to around 100 degrees south of I-85. Now we will have some shower and storm activity coming in to help cool this down, mainly after around 3 to 4 in the afternoon. So on the Carolina Sky Meter, not giving it the best grade, but it passes since it is July. We expect the heat and we expect a few pop-up storms. It's just not an ideal day to get outside. So here we go in the morning. We'll have some clouds mixed with sun. Scattered storms develop in the mountains first around 1 o'clock. It's going to take until a little after 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock to get these into the upstate, and they'll be fairly isolated, only going about a 30 to 40% chance of rain. And then it all moves out so that by Friday late evening into the overnight, we clear up. And that's going to be really a clear case for Saturday too. Notice the morning is nice and sunny, starts off with plenty of sun in fact, and we're going to warm up and have very little to help cool us down. We might see a pop-up shower or storm, but rain chance is 20% or less for your Saturday. Now, taking a look at Tropical Storm Faye, this was the system that brought us all that rain early in the week. This was its previous path. It was not tropical then, but it got into the waters of the Atlantic, became tropical along the Gulf Stream, and is now going to be heading on away from the Carolinas. So Outer Banks conditions should improve very soon. But look at this. Late Friday, this thing's going to be coming close to Atlantic City, possibly making a landfall there, and then coming up toward New York City as a tropical storm. So some really rough weather in these locations. Tornadoes possible, high wind, and well, at least to about 40 to 50 miles per hour near the center, and also the torrential rain. At least it's going to be moving, and it will push on off into Canada by the time we get into late on Saturday. So going into this weekend for us, not having to worry about much rain, complete opposite of the forecast for the Northeast, as we'll just be hot and dry for the most part. Only a 20% chance of rain on Saturday, keeping it completely dry on Sunday, but a high of a scorching 93. And heading into next week, low 90s for the upstate, go up to mid 90s by Wednesday and Thursday, and then upper 80s for next week in the mountains. Of course, you'll want to check in on or head to foxcarolina.com for your hour-by-hour forecast, and check in on the morning news from 4:30 to 9. Nicole and Isaac will have your forecast every 10 minutes.